What's going on YouTube? Sean here, and welcome to another edition of After the Movie. So, for today's video, I didn't think I was going to do this, but last night I was at home, just flipping through the TV stations, and one of the movies that was coming on was this film called Dudley Do-Right. Now, it's based on this old animated TV show. I've never really seen it before, but the movie came out in 1999, which makes this movie about 20 years old now. And it stars Brendan Fraser, who I'm a big, or Fraser, is it Brendan Fraser or Brendan Fraser? I want to say Brendan Fraser. One of my favorite actors. I love Brendan Fraser. He's a great dude, and I like to see him in more movies. Like, whenever he shows up, I love the Mummy movies with him. George of the Jungle's great. Bedazzled, he's fucking hilarious in. I'm a big Brendan Fraser fan. So he's always a really likable on-screen personality. So Journey to the Center of the Earth, he's good in. He's just a great actor. And so I decided to check this one out. Now, I was aware that this was a box office bomb. This movie would cost $70 million to make, and it only grossed $10 million. And it's the movie itself felt like one of those movies, like it tried to cash in on George of the Jungle, movies like this. I think Rocky and Bullwinkle movie did something similar, where they were just, the 90s that had kind of this phase where they're just adapting cartoons and that, just trying to make live action adaptations of it. And if the intent of this movie was to make the most cringeworthy, awful film of all time, then success. This was bad. This was really, 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 really bad. It's been a long time since I've seen a film this bad. And there's nothing good about this movie. I'm a huge Brendan Fraser fan, but the comedy, all of it fails. The jokes are not funny. Eric Idle's in it. Why? Alfred Molina is the villain. Snidely's, he talks like this the whole movie. I mean, if it might be a faithful adaptation of the show, but it's just bad. And it's not like you can't do anything funny with this stuff. It has the whole narrator shtick in that too, like George of the Jungle did, but it just didn't work. George of the Jungle is funny. The writing worked out, the characters interacting with the narrator. There's a lot of funny stuff in that movie. Same with the Rocky and Bullwinkle movie. I think they came out in 2000 though, but that movie's really funny too. There's a lot of funny stuff in that one. But this one, my God, was this bad. And this is a short movie too. It's only an hour and 20 minutes, and 10 minutes of it is complete. There's so much padding in this thing. It almost feels like a dare. How can I make the shittiest movie possible? And you get this movie. So the plot of this one, Brendan Fraser plays Dudley Do-Right, who's this Canadian mountain cop or whatever you call it, the guys with the big red uniforms. Like I said, I forget. And then Alfred Molina is this guy named Snidely, and we have Sarah Jessica Parker in there for whatever reason. Oh God, this was so bad. Oh my God, my thoughts are so all over the place because it's just one of those things you sit through and I'm like, oh my God. When it comes to bad comedy, it's comedy is all subjective, what makes you laugh in that, but this is just one of those ones. It's you have to kind of see it to believe it, because taking my word for it, it's just not good enough. But you try and sit through it, nothing is funny, and it's a comedy. Its job is to make me laugh, but nothing made me laugh, and it was just painful to sit through. Within the first 5 minutes of the film, it's just the horse just makes fart noises. That's the first minute of the movie. Then the slapstick comes into play. It's not funny slapstick. I don't know what it is, but it's Baby's Day Out level of slapstick, where it's just not funny. Home Alone, for whatever reason, whether it was Chris Columbus's directing or the actors involved, the slapstick in that movie is really, really funny. Or when Bruce Campbell does slapstick, it's really, really funny. You got to have the right type of actors. Brendan Fraser's done slapstick and he worked fine in George of the Jungle, but here, my God, it was so bad. But yeah, this evil villain Snidely's plan is to, oh my God, he wants to start a fake gold rush to get people to invest in his town, and it works, and then people find out about this. Dudley Do-Right loses his job. The jokes, everything involved, just starts a false gold rush, kicks people out of the town, gets people evicted from the town, and then Dudley Do-Right has to stop him by doing kind of bad things. Eric Idle becomes this random mentor within the movie. There's a scene where he's just throwing rocks at his head and then throwing it at his balls, and we're supposed to laugh, but because the whole thing with the humor is entirely cringeworthy. It just, you don't laugh at all. You actually just start to like sigh and just feel sad. Like, I mean, if you're gonna go stupid, like, it's not funny enough. Like, I'll tell you, like, it goes for very immature humor, and immature humor can be funny. Kung Pao Enter the Fist is a movie I think is absolutely hilarious, and it's the most immature shit possible, but it's done in such a way that it makes you laugh. This one is just like, well, actually, that would sound even funnier, but man, there's just certain times where cartoons type violence and that doesn't always translate well to the big screen. Like, you have to direct it right. Home Alone got the slapstick right. This film does not, and it's just a tough sit. Then all of a sudden, like I said, Eric Idle becomes this random mentor figure. There's a whole sequence with these Native Americans who are just white people in Native American attire for whatever reason, and this movie cost $70 million, mind you. There's like 10 minutes of this movie, which is just these dance sequences with these Native Americans, like these elaborate Native American dance scenes. Like, they have a whole stage show and everything. They just go on and on. You're just sitting here like, there's so much needless padding within this movie. And why isn't it funny? Like, it's harmless in some ways, but like, it's just not funny. Like, my God, I don't even know. Like, I almost want to do like a full written review on it, but I don't want to suffer through it again. I don't know how I can just put into words like my pure like disgust with this movie. And like I said, it's all harmless. It's like innocent humor, but is it just bad? Then randomly he'll just start singing for whatever reason, and like they'll just try and have jokes that they're trying to make you laugh, but it just doesn't work. It's tough to review a comedy that's not funny, because it's just, all you can really say is, it's just not funny. 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 That's the whole movie. I can do that for an hour and 20 minutes, and that's the experience you'll get. No wonder this thing was a box office bomb, a disaster, a cinematic crime. It's a cinematic crime. That's how fucking bad this was. I never want to watch it again. I just sat there like just dumbfounded. Like, it was like halfway through it, I'm like, why am I watching this? Well, I'm like, I have to force myself to sit through it. I'm like, Jesus, just end already. Give me a joke. Do something funny, but it's just not funny at all. This is the worst thing ever to come out of Canada. There, I said it. The worst thing to ever come out of Canada is the existence of this movie. I just can't believe that you have the talent involved in this thing and you just do something this bad. Like Brendan Fraser, great actor, great stellar actor. He can do the drama, he can do comedy quite well. Watch Bedazzled. That came out a year later. And this was like one of his big years. The Mummy came out the same year, Blast from the Past. I like Blast from the Past. I love The Mummy. The Mummy is an amazing, amazing movie. But this thing, it's just like, oh my God, what are you doing, man? Oh, Brendan. And he did this, and then like a year or two later, he did Monkey Bone or something like that. Like, Brendan, you're great, but if you would have just not done these two movies, I think it would be much better off. But wow, I just can't believe this is one of the movies he did. It feels terrible to say this, but he's not funny in it. Like, you just can't make this material work. I don't know, like Alfred Molina is just, it's not funny. It reminds me a bit, like it reminds me of the Inspector Gadget movie, where they tried to be funny. It's just not funny. Inspector Gadget 2, I'd say this resembles, and like that's a really painful movie to sit through. I just don't know how to describe it. It's just like, or A Baby's Day Out is like something I'd like compare this to. I just can't stomach it. I just can't believe that this movie got a $70 million budget. I mean, it flopped, and rightfully so. I don't know how much money it like made back in terms of budget and everything, but it just did not work. Nothing about this movie worked. The jokes, then there's just parts where he just walks in his house and then he just gets hit with planks of wood. And I want to laugh at, like, slapstick can be very funny. Three Stooges did it well, but there was just something about this that just didn't work. It just would, like, you feel nothing. It doesn't elicit, like, a good emotional response with the humor to make me laugh, but it doesn't. It's like, I anti-laugh, if that makes sense. Like, you know, you have matter and antimatter, which is the complete opposite, or you go to, like, negative numbers and positive numbers. This is the opposite. It's like, instead of laughing, I'm doing the opposite. It's like the joy, it's sucking the joy out of the air around me. It's like it's taking humor away from me. It's taking that away. And I just can't believe what I just watched. And now some people are going to be like, it can't be that bad. Like, let me watch it. Like, the worst type, some of the worst type of movies for me, a boring movie and an unfunny comedy. Because you're just sad and miserable watching it. Those are the worst types of bad movies for me. A bad comedy and a boring movie. That's what Dudley Do-Right is. It's a bad comedy without any laughs. It's not really like anything like just shameless gross out humor. In fact, it's like a very innocent type of humor. But my God, do I not want to see that again? Oh, no. I never want to watch this again. I really, really don't. I mean, I can enjoy a bad movie here and there, but this was just pushing it. Like, this is one of those things where, like, just pure shame. Shame, all of you, for doing this. I'm sorry, Brendan. I'm sorry, Sarah Jessica Parker. I'm sorry, Alfred Molina. You're a very talented actor, too. And I looked this up. This is from the guy who made movies like Blast. I think he made Blast from the Past as well. Or wrote it, at least. That's a good movie. The humor works in there. Like I said, I've never watched the show, Dudley Do-Right, so this might actually be a very faithful, like, adaptation of that source material. But you can't really tell based on looking on this thing. It's sad. It really is just sad having to witness this. It's pure pain. That's Dudley Do-Right for me. This is just a pure, painful experience. It's one I never hope to experience again. It's a crime. It is a literal crime. It's against the law to make something this awful. It should be, at least. I just can't believe this movie was made. So, like I said, the plot is just a dumb plot. Like, it feels like a cartoon, but animation, there's just certain things that some things just don't translate well. I mean, I'm sure some creative filmmaker could find a way to translate the source material and make it work. But it just wasn't this group of people. It just wasn't. They did what they could, but they sucked at their jobs. They just sucked. Just flat out just fucking sucked. And I just never want to watch it again. So, yeah, take that for what it's worth. Don't watch Dudley Do-Right. Finally, after years of curiosity, I just checked it out. It's a short movie, and even then it feels long. It's only like an hour and 20 minutes movie with 10 minutes of padding, so it's only like, like 65-70 minutes of actual plot. And even then, like, it's pushing it. Like, it's just, like, nothing really happens. So, it reminds me of the Yogi Bear movie. There's just no joy to be had. There's no joy to be had with Dudley Do-Right. And I just never want to think about it again. So, yeah. Alright, well, that's going to do it for my little audio review on Dudley Do-Right. I'm just recording it while I'm driving in my car because I had to talk about it. I had to talk about it. Yesterday, I had to let it sit for a moment because I just couldn't believe what I saw. I don't know. I just feel miserable after having seen it. So, yeah. Take it for what it's worth. Don't watch Dudley Do-Right. Watch Bedazzled. That's a great Brendan Fraser movie. Watch Journey to the Center of the Earth. Watch The Mummy. Mummy is fantastic. The humor in that works. He's funny in it, too, when he needs to be. George of the Jungle is a very funny movie. It does this type of, like, source material justice. Watch the Rocky and Bullwinkle movie. I think that movie is severely underrated. I find that movie quite funny. But don't watch Dudley Do-Right. Don't watch Dudley Do-Right. It's a crime. It's a fucking crime that this thing was made the way it was. So, yeah. This is a random after the movie. It's a nice retro one to do, but, yeah, I'm never watching this again. Unless somebody pays me money, I'm not going to sit down and just stomach this thing again because I just couldn't stand it that much. So, it's been a while since a movie did this to me. Like, it's been a while. I mean, I just, just watched it on TV, but yeah, it has to be said. It just had to be said. I had to get these thoughts out there. So, yeah, take it for what it's worth. All right, that's going to wrap it up for this video. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you all next time. Take care now. Bye-bye then. Peace out. Don't watch Dudley Do-Right. Subscribe to the channel. Bell for notifications. If you want to see more other retro after the movies, just let me in the comments below because they're fun to do, I guess. I'm going to be starting to do this more often because there's a lot of older movies that I've been wanting to see that I've never seen before. So I'm going to start doing some after the movies on stuff like that, because it's just like, even some really popular ones, because I want to check out some movies that, some people regard as classics and are very quotable, and other films that are kind of underrated. I want to see some older films that I've never seen before, so that's the plan. So, yeah. All right, that's it. So long, TTFN, ta-ta for now. I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.